guys, so as a lot of you know, I own a personal training business where I have a studio and I personal train people 4 days a week, sometimes 5 days a week. And then the other 3 days a week, a lot of you know me as a guy who goes fishing pretty much for a living at this point. So my 4 days a week, I have this studio where I train my clients and we do all one-on-one sessions. Sometimes it's group sessions and it just keeps going from there. We do stuff outside, but most of it's right here in the studio. So during this time of quarantine, a ton of you are at home, including my clients, without anything to do or any base knowledge on how to work yourself out at home. So I'm gonna go over a basic setup here of stuff you can buy and stuff you can do that you can get yourself a baseline workout, and we're gonna build off of that at home all by ourselves for pennies on the dollar. Today, I just want to go over some very basic movements and supplies. This costs less than $1. At Walmart, you can pick this up for 94 cents. Each one of these weighs roughly 8.5 to 9 pounds. So 9, 9, 9, and 9, this brings me to 36 pounds worth of stuff for $4. Actually just shy of $4. So this is 9 pounds. That's a great weight and a great size for that weight. And the best part about this, it's spring water. I can reuse this after the quarantine and everything goes away, or I could keep using this for things like we're gonna be showing you today as time goes on and the years go on and you wanna progress yourself at home. So 9 pounds each. This is 94 cents at Walmart, okay? So head up to Walmart. I like these ones because they have handles already, and I'm going to show you how to build a stronger handle on these. You're going to need a duffel bag. This is about a 30-inch long duffel bag. There's no pad on the strap, but if you have one with a pad, it's a lot nicer to have for certain things that we're going to be doing. So duffel bag. Also, a backpack. A lot of us have backpacks. This is a big fancy hiking one. It has a camelback and everything like that. The only reason I want you guys to use a backpack, a lot of you are going out walking and you're just walking. You're doing absolutely nothing by just walking. Take a backpack, throw some weight in it, go up some hills, hit some hiking. All the public lands are still open for your use. Throw one of these, 9 pounds, right in one of these backpacks, seal it up, put it on your back, walk with some weight, actually do something. You just walking really isn't doing anything because you walk your whole life, all day, every day with your body weight. Add some resistance to it and go back to the duffel bag. The duffel bag comes into play where I can simply put all of these inside this duffel bag. However you want, you can do all sorts of different methods of putting it in there. You can put some cardboard in the bottom to make it a little bit more rigid, some styrofoam. You can throw a blanket in there to fill it up a little bit more. But our big goal is now I don't have a 9-pound weight, I have a 36-pound weight, okay? Big difference here, and this is a duffel bag. Most duffel bags have no problem holding 36 pounds, especially when you're just doing basic stuff like this with it. We're not actually gonna be abusing this strap for pretty much anything. We will use these a little bit, but more so, we're gonna focus on using your grips. Using all sorts of different grips on how to grab this and how to hold this with these straps. This strap is not that strong, really can't do much with this in the fitness world. So we're gonna go over a couple basic movements and they're gonna be called contractions. We're gonna go over concentric, eccentric, isometric, and maybe even a little bit of plyometrics. A concentric motion is the hardest part of a motion. So on curls, it's gonna be a curl, okay? Eccentric is gonna be your let out. So when you're shortening the muscle, it's called a concentric motion. When you're lengthening the muscle, it's an eccentric motion. When you're holding the muscle, it's isometrics. So you have, if I were to hold a barbell like this, or hold this like this, that'd be an isometric. This would be a concentric, this would be an eccentric. Plyometrics, imagine doing a push-up, your hands leave the floor, or you're doing a squat, your feet leave the floor. So that's a plyometric. So today we're gonna go over 4 basic motions that are gonna go over your concentrics, your eccentrics, and your isometrics. Okay, so stay tuned. We're gonna go over some very, very baseline stuff that anybody can do at home with a $10 duffel bag and 4 $1 jugs of water. that weigh 9 pounds each. So in total, for $15, I'm gonna give you guys a workout at home. All right guys, so the first thing we're gonna go over is squats. Now this obviously weighs about 36 pounds. Keep the weight up to you, but make sure that when we're doing our sets of 20 here, 4 sets of 20, that when you get to 20 on each set, you're feeling it burn in the glutes, feeling it burn in the quads, you're feeling it in the calves a little bit. The basic form that you want to knock out for this is feet shoulder width apart. So get your shoulder width. Your knees are going to be right below your shoulders. You can see my shoulders are here, my knees are here. Then you're going to take those toes, jump those toes out 2 inches. All you need to do from there is make sure that you're on a platform that's just below the knees, so we're hitting a lot of glute with those quads. Go ahead and grab your weight and give me 4 sets of 20. So when you get to 20, go ahead and put that down. And I want you to give me 50 jumping jacks. A jumping jack starts like this. 1, 1, 2, 2. Now give me 50. All right guys, so the next compound movement is going to be for the hamstrings. It's called a RDL, which is short for Roman deadlift. All that is a narrow stance, narrower stance. Don't go wide. Your hips are going to infringe on what you're actually trying to do here. So narrower stance, okay? Completely flat foot, feet close together, slight bend in the knees as we go down. Your ultimate goal is to get here with a flat back. Do not hump your back, do not arch your back, you're going to hurt yourself. It's all about pushing your butt up. All my clients hear me all the time. It's all about pushing your butt backwards. If you see where the back side of my glutes are, they're about 12 to 18 inches behind my heels. Now the goal here is to have a flat back, butt out, slight bend in the knees, and have those shoulder blades pulled back. Don't let your shoulder blades or your head hang, because you're actually going to make your upper back, your spine, hump down, which is what we definitely do not want. Now you can go ahead and use your duffel bag with the water bottles again. I suggest starting really, really light. Exact same thing we did earlier. So just like this, okay? Same grip, just like I showed in the beginning of the video. You're gonna go ahead and give me 20 reps. Now, this is all about lengthening the hamstrings and strengthening hamstrings and lower back by pushing your butt straight out. Now, for a free glute workout in this form, when you get to the top end of this rep, thrust forward a little bit and squeeze your cheeks. So you'll go down, up, forward, squeeze your cheeks. Just like this. Don't have your head in this angle. That's also very, very bad for your spine. Have your head in a neutral position or flat. Just like this. So go ahead and give me 4 sets of 20. You're going to superset this one, like we did with the jumping jacks, with mountain climbers. Mountain climber simply looks like this. And you're going to do this for 1 minute. Now give me 4 sets. 20 on the Roman deadlifts, RDLs. Superset each one of those sets with mountain climbers. Your turn. All right guys, so the third motion is going to be all about your back, working those lats, a little bit up into those traps, bringing in the biceps with a concentric and eccentric motion. All you're going to need for this, you could use the edge of a chair handle, like a lazy boy arm, a couch arm, a counter, the high end of the back of a chair. All you're going to need is something to maintain your body in a 45-degree angle like this. And we're going to be working on rows. Now earlier we talked about the handles on this duffel bag. That's where the handles on the duffel bag are going to come into play. Make sure that you're high enough up so that the duffel bag doesn't hit the ground at the bottom side of these reps. So it's just like this. You can do whatever you want. I like to keep my right leg forward when I'm doing my left hand because it keeps my left leg out of the way of the row. Same thing with that back that we talked about. Don't have that hump, that arch in the back. Don't be all up like this or down like this. Maintain a good solid neutral position. All you're going to do, be at a 45 or lower, but it's kind of hard because of the handles. So if you really want to get lower, you can just grab the actual duffel bag like this. Okay? Gives you a little bit more play. But all you're going to do here is you're going to do rows, as if you had a dumbbell. Now for most of us at home, and most of my clients, this being 35 pounds, 36, 38 pounds somewhere in there, That's a nice dumbbell to row. And like I said, you can always take a water bottle out, make it a little bit lighter, or throw another one in if you need to be heavier. 45-degree angle, just like this. This is all you're doing, okay? If you want to bring it on down, you could use the same platform that you used earlier, like we were using. And you could get down here, maintain a flat back. Remember, it's all about pushing the butt out. Get your butt out so that you're leveling out and flattening that lumbar section of your back. Keep that flat back, no hump. And for that one, just grab the duffel bag, don't even grab the handles, and just like this. Okay, so 4 sets of 20. So 4 times 20 of 20 sets. Each one of those is supersetted with, on this one, you're going to do in and outs with those feet. So you have 20 rows, 20 in and outs. You're going to do left hand 20, right hand 20 on those rows. Then you have 50 in and outs. Your turn. All right, guys, number 4 is push-ups. We all know push-ups, and I always hear from people, well, I can't do a push-up. Yes, you can. There's all different kinds of push-ups, all sorts of different progressions, all sorts of different regressions, and I'm going to go over a couple right here. Your traditional push-up, as we all know, is just your typical flat back, bend down, push up. Bend down, push up. Make sure we're not humping that back or sagging that core. Good flat back. A lot of people, like I said, oh, I can't do a push-up. Yes, you can. You can do a regressed push-up, or as a lot of people like to call them, girly push-ups. A regressed push-up is knees down, exact same thing. Down, up. Make sure your hands are ending up exactly where your delts are on the floor, like that. So you want your hands, when you come down, to be somewhere in here or here, okay? One does a little bit more shoulders, one does a lot more chest. So, regress push-ups would be like this. Now, a progressed push-up would be by lifting your feet up. So, regress would be inclining your chest so that you're pushing a lot more weight into the feet. Progress would be pick your feet up with your head down. Same platform we used earlier, just like that. Exact same thing, nothing's different. And that's a progress push-up. So you're going to go ahead and you're going to do 4 sets of 20. So 20, 20, 20, 20, superset each one of those with a squat jump squats. You're going to do 50. So do 50 of these. 4 times 20, 20 push-ups, 50 jump squats. Your turn. All right, guys, so that's your at-home workout. You had your squats, your Roman deadlifts, you had your rows, dumbbell rows, duffel bag rows, exact same thing, and you had your push-ups. 4 times 20 on each one of those. Each one of those sets had a superset with it of 50 of something. So go ahead, knock out those squats, Roman deadlifts, those rows, and those push-ups. Thanks for tuning in. Give me some feedback. And remember, if any of this was too easy, you weren't using enough weight. Thanks, guys.